Thank you for helping us out on our project that has to do with time and the clock and how that's affected pretty much every aspect of our world now. It runs on that. And I'd like to get your perspective on your life and how it's changed throughout your lifetime, especially your job right now, and how that impacts what you do from day to day. Would you like to please introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Marcos Portillo, and I've been interviewed by Mr. Pueblo over here about timepieces or
The clock in general.
The clock or time in general.
Okay. Can you, I guess, name 3 things that come to your mind when you think about time? Any 3 things in general.
Schedule, break time, and nighttime, sleeping time.
Okay. So those are big things for you, right? Why do you think you think of those things? Why do those come to mind?
Because I would say those are the most important components for a working person like me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Think about a busy day that you had this week. Maybe it was busier than normal. And how would that day itself be affected if you didn't have the clock to rely on?
Okay, how would it be affected? I would be losing my leisure time. In this case, because usually when you have a hefty day, you have a lot of more things to do, so you have to squeeze more things in a smaller space. That way you can have some time for yourself.
How has your perception of time kind of changed since you were a lot younger to now? When
I was growing up, I wasn't. I didn't really pay attention because I didn't have to stay on schedule. Only the school. That was that starting time for the school, getting off. But as soon as you enter the workforce, and then it's different because you really are on a schedule for every hour, actually every minute.
Can you elaborate on your job for us and how that plays a major role?
A normal day?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Normal day, the work for us. See, we run on precise time actually, because if you show up to work a minute late, they will send you home.
So how do you make sure that you're never late for your own job?
We have the 2 clocks. We have the watch that we have, which is a trade watch that they call it railroad approved. And we set the time to the watch that we have at work, which is an atomic clock.
Okay.
Would you please state your name?
My name is Chad William Kelsey.
What are the first 3 things that come to mind when you think about time in general?
How much that I have, and what I can do in the amount of time that I have. Also, I think about what I'm gonna do with it.
Think about a busy day last week, last month, whatever, when you had a lot to do, a lot to get done. How do you think that day would have been different if you didn't have the clock?
I think that I would have gotten a lot less accomplished because the clock serves as kind of a little kick in, a little nudge for me. Because without being able to check the time, I think that I would lose track of it, obviously, as the saying goes, and just become more focused on just one thing that I did and not move on to the next task, because I think that time serves as a good measurement for I'm going to spend X amount of time doing this and then I'm going to do the next thing. And if you don't have those measurements, then it's your life becomes pretty disorganized.
Yeah, that's kind of a nice lead into our 3rd question here. How does time affect your daily schedule?
It affects my daily schedule a lot because I have certain obligations and commitments at certain times that I need to meet. and it also affects my daily schedule because I end up feeling a certain way because I don't have as much time as I want to, and I end up doing things based on emotions and rationale going through my own head about what I want to do with my time and, you know, the rights that I feel like I have to it.
Right. What is your first memory about your recognition? Like when you became conscious of time as an abstract?
I would say probably, I guess I don't know if this is
Doesn't have to be
obviously not the
exactly your
first
first,
time
yeah.
that it happened, but this is my earliest. This is the thing that I can remember is knowing, realizing that I have to wait a certain amount of time to get my license, and then like really just being
Driver's
like
license?
driver's license, and just really being like, okay, this is going to be an X amount of time that I have to wait in order to be able to have this privilege, and no matter how badly I want it, I just have to wait for my age to get older.
Being a student in school, how would you describe your relationship with time? Kind of.
It's kind of annoying right now, my relationship with time, because I'd rather operate on a more liquid schedule as opposed to such sanctioned,
Structured, yeah.
structured things. But it's a reality of life that I need to adhere to, so I do what I can to moderate my emotions towards it.